Nation sini. So back to us. Now let us read something. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Fakunda. God bless you, darling sis. Wura Allah. Now let us say something. Annie, who can remember in December? I don't know if anybody can remember before Christmas or maybe November that something bothered me. I saw a video of Annie. I know many of you saw that video too. But Alhaji Mat no good say from where did he get that word from? No. I already explained when I was doing my critical analysis. Bí àwọn ọmọ Èkó, even Ìjẹ̀bú people use that shom ganube. It's a slang. It's not walai. If you mix with àwọn ọmọ Èkó gogon, a lot of things that we would take personal, you won't take it personal. But I can't, I always say it, I don't do friendship with them. If you use all those terminology, yeah, and it's true, like this, in his own case, the word is not too bad. I'm not going to lie to you. If you go and see the people that are castigating Alhaji over this Ganu matter, they have personal vendetta towards him. And go and look, majority of the people saying it, they want to have access to him. Worry. Story here because me only parọ́ fún yín. Go and see the way they're handling the matter. It's as if the thing, the man said he cursed on somebody. As if he cursed me. No, it's just like saying somebody just open mouth down there. Then you can't bring a man, you can't bring God, you can't say they carry and go prison for life. That's how they're handling the case. No. Let's forget these people. I don't want to talk about the matter. If you remember the video that I was worried, and I said if you people know, thank you Sandra, thank you Oshibomi, that I said if you people know this guy, that they should please get him, that Annie needs help. In fact, I stumbled on that video again yesterday. I looked at the video. See, sometimes, you know, we may think this social media is just not, it's just wishy-washy. No, it's not. It's not. It depends on what you... Hey, Jamila, baby, I see you. And you said she wasn't looking good, that they should check on her. Thank you, Jamila, baby. You're so on point. I said that thing. Shortly after, maybe this year, then we saw that she and Zari Hassan had banter from their season movie that you all know about, a young famous African. Yeah. You see, let's not talk about the season, because I see all of them now coming out in solidarity, and they are crying. Even Zari is doing everything. All those things, I'm not saying it's not good. But I can tell you one thing. Let me read something for you people. I want you to calm down. If you people remember, if you people all remember, sometime in 2023, this guy, the younger brother, blood brother, I've already shared it, but I will read it. I have my reason why I will read it for you people. The blood brother, this guy, this is the blood brother too. He even has a name he calls his brother. Whilst I'm reading this thing, you people will see it. He is the one that said these things. And assuming a lot of us, which me, because I do all these things, I analyze, I tend to, aside what they let us know, I don't further talk with me. It's them that will let us know. It's based on what we know that we critically analyze. And I must say, it is helping us to learn. Just as much as it's helping us to learn, I am also one person that when I am talking, I still put in my little coin. All these things happening. I wouldn't say that I have said it will happen, no, but I will say I have thrown caution to the air to let you people know that I'm not comfortable with this situation. I feel this is happening. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about it. So when this came up, God knows, it's not like I am surprised. I am not surprised, but I feel hurt because it's already there, written black and white for all of us to see. When things are happening in your life, you see, it's a time bomb waiting to explode. It is just for you to know that if people call your attention to it, or you have people around you, they will help you. That bomb will not explode. Annie doesn't have good people around her. I must say that. I mean it. I must say it to you people. Look, every one of us, in our marriages, there is nobody that knows how to do it. If anybody tells you, oh, I am the reason why my marriage is working, it's a lie. The people that can talk like that are the people that are just maybe 1 year, 6 months, 2 months in marriage. And it is still rosy. Give them some more time. Give anybody that tells you, even a marriage counselor, guys, many of these marriage counselors, their home is not okay. Some are not even married at all. I always tell people, how can you be a marriage counselor and you have not even tasted marriage? Oh, you're a marriage counselor, you divorce. I have told you about a marriage counselor that snatched the boyfriend of someone I know. She late in marriage, that is late to see a man, and the man was that marriage counselor's ex. They met again via this lady that met this guy. I hope I'm not throwing you people away. And the church insists that they must have 6 how many months counseling. You know, there's this counseling, marriage counseling that they would normally do in churches. And this was how the lady that knows me, how she carry her hand, give marriage counselor. Meanwhile, marriage counselor and this guy had known each other before. They were dating. Now, so it rekindled their feelings for each other. Now, a marriage counselor and this lady's man started sleeping with each other as she was married. What are you saying to me? Marriage counselor. Sorry, let me off this thing. I beg your pardon. So where am I going to? What I'm saying here is that nobody, but if you have people, aside discernment of the spirit, if you have people around you that can study you, because if people had seen the way I looked at somebody I do not know, I don't know her, but I came out in December and told you people, if you people know to Baba, Annie needs help. I believe people around that party that day, they would have seen what I saw, even if they did not see it there and then. After the party, if they watch the video, a sane person that I told you people, go and watch that video. Take your time to watch it. You will cry for help for Annie. She wasn't herself. She was like the way Whitney Houston, which was whom I used as an example that day. I said, Annie is a shadow of herself, but it's gradual. Remember again, before that time, or after that time, or was it before that time, she came out and just did one video that was scary. Christmas something. If people remember, she was just being like this. Ah. I said, this is not normal. I attributed it to, there's nobody that can explain that this has not this doesn't have an undertone of drug. There's an undertone of drug in this. But what is she going through? Let's read this. Let's read this. It's important we read it. Some of you may think, oh no, it's not important. This has been done maybe 2 years ago. But there's always a beginning. This whole thing starts from somewhere. Remember that time that Annie came out and was crying, and we called it meltdown. That was when this guy did this interview. And the meltdown was regarding Pero. It was regarding Pero. Apparently, we can tell that moment, that time, the truth is that she had a meltdown because there was no way she could reach her husband at all. He blocked her every avenue. His workers also blocked all avenue. She couldn't reach out to him. And then she was imagining all sorts. She was running crazy. She came out to cry. And she was blaming, she was blaming who introduced her to drugs. We can't say who introduced her to drugs. At a point, someone like me, I assumed that it was Bobby Brown that introduced Whitney to drugs. But later, that's not the truth. Whitney's brother said he introduced Whitney to drug. Whitney was already taking drug before she started dating Bobby Brown. So we need to be careful about many things, especially because a lot of times as feminists, women supporting women, we always just want to support ourselves, which is quite cool. It's good. It's good. But sometimes we women, we live in total denial. It is there, black and white. If you remember in one of my analysis, I said it clearly. Maybe you remember, but you can still go and watch it. I said it was during my break time. I came in the car and I talked about Annie. I said I am of that opinion. It was my own opinion. It was a subjective opinion. I said I am of the opinion that Annie, Baba married Annie out of pity. Out of pity. I do not see the kind of love I expect from Baba. I may be totally wrong. I don't live with this family. Out of love, out of pity. Because if you hear from their story, they were dating. She was the one that had, he had nothing. He had nothing. She had, not that she came from a rich home, but as a girl, she knows how to hustle. Jama. Once they were in school, she was the one giving. Do you understand? She was the one giving, which many of these our celebrity relationship, if you go and find out, it happens a lot like that. Where the boy, the girl will be the one to have a bit. Once they were dating, he had and was impregnating people. I saw one or two of his boys with their mother. Very pretty woman too. You understand? 2 boys, big boys. With their own mother, their own, likewise Pero too. You understand? He had started giving birth, but Annie was there before all these people. a woman, mind you, Davido, Chioma was there, but Chioma wasn't in a relationship. Do you understand? Chioma wasn't in a relationship like the way Pero was already doing. I said Pero, sorry, Sophia. I think Sophia had started doing the shuki with Davido before Chioma started doing shuki with Davido. I just want to do one illustration so you can understand me. When a man loves you, when a man loves you, even when he's with other people, there's a way he will still carry you as if you matter a lot. When the emergence of this lady, what's her name? Our girl that we're talking, Annie. When the emergence of our girl, Annie, a lot of people, they were already calling Ashawo, Tubaba, very loose. If you remember, very loose. Me, I wasn't too surprised. The reason why I wasn't too surprised is because I schooled in that side, Benue State. I know there are guys, fine men, but they are very like that. They know they not can't prick and for the bench as big deal. Now they take her as big deal. The TV people, I want you to take the history has it that when you come to Benue and you sleep in the house of a TV man, he will give you his wife coffee share alejo. It's nothing. This thing benching, it's not a big deal. So the men, when you talk about them, a lot of people, the way Chioma handled it, see, Oduro, only no. You can't continue like this with me. I am not going to continue in this relationship. She went back home. When a man marries you, and you do not stand your ground, instead, you decided that it will be you now that will hold him back and even stop his career. You understand? You will be obsessed by him and be hurting your brain, hurting your life for him. He is not the one ready to change. He is not the one ready to have you. If he loses you, he is not the one losing his mind. When Davido lost Chioma, he lost his mind. That's when a man wants you. When Davido lost Chioma, yeah, some people say it's because Ifeanyi died. It's a lie. They had come back before Ifeanyi died. They were planning their marriage before Ifeanyi died. His father, Davido's father, had gone to prostrate to beg Chioma's family because Davido could not breathe. He's messing around, but he couldn't get himself. Look, it has happened in even you, me, our lives. Go and check. Except you are not married to your bone of bone, your flesh of flesh. A man that wants you, but lie, even in marriage, you say you are opting out, he will start crying. A man that wants you, he will start crying. He will never joke with you saying you are opting out. He will be the one yearning. His family will know you are his life wire. Take it or you leave it. Take it or you leave it. Here's the reason why I may believe that at one point, what that Doris said about jazz, I will get there. Because you people may say, oh, Annie doesn't look like somebody that did jazz. It's a lie, yo. Don't say like that, oh. It gets to a point in life when a man treats you like Two-Face, as we are seeing or saw, treats his wife People can advise her. People can advise her and say, come, let me take you to a place where they will put him inside Aladdin jars for you. In brain go set. But I tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing about this thing from where I come from. If your man genuinely loves you, it's always better that you stay on that love that the man has for you. It will either grow or it will reduce. One of it is still the natural one. But if you have maybe small, little love, the man has little love for you, and it's misbehavior, and they carry you to Jasmine house, and they go and turn the man's head to love you. Some of it works, but when it works, it will work irrationally. Do you understand? When it will scatter. The way the man will think of you, you will be surprised. People will think he's heartless. He will not have any iota of love for you. Because the little he has for you, they have added all what he would have spent his whole life with you. They have gone to invoke that love from the spirit of Titanic world. They will not do it. They will do jazz. You people will be together. You will not be doing with you. The way the thing will go is that love that they always do in all these white garment churches, that they go and put your image in the sea. They will put image of husband and wife, they will turn their back. Maybe they have put image of Pero and two Baba, they will turn their back. Put it inside sea. They will put, I'm just citing an example. I'm not saying that is what happened. I'm only trying to tell you and to preach against just towards your husband. If you have done just for your husband, I can tell you it's not going to last. Even if it's 10 years, the man is still going to leave you. He will still leave you. Take it or you leave it. Because it is not original. That is not him. You people, whoever did it, invoked what is not him into him. The spirit will go. Those spirits don't occupy what was done, not original, not from God. They don't stay there for long. After a while, Omasuko, Yoruba people call it Omasuko. It must end. And when it ends, sometimes it ends bitterly, badly. They will say people that are not even aware, that don't even know that you people did jazz. Sometimes they will beat each other. Sometimes they will buy each other. Sometimes the man will just walk away, especially men. They will go. Or sometimes they will go and marry somebody else. If it is jazz. Or sometimes the man's progress will go down. And the moment the man, you see, that jazz affects the progress of whoever you do. If you do it to a woman too, it's the same thing. If a man does it to a woman, it will work, but it's going to lapse. And when it lapses, you will be surprised. If they ask you, how do you feel about this person? You'll be surprised you won't even remember. Because it's not natural. True love never fades. I'm telling you the truth. True love that has no undertone of anything, it never fades. And so when it's having, if you are having hiccups and they then advise you and take you to where to do jazz, I am sorry. Don't agree to do it. Because it is a way of destroying your marriage. Or a way of forcing a man that doesn't want you as a life partner. Or a woman that does not intend to marry you as a life partner, to do what they do not want to do against their wish. it doesn't last too. It always ends disastrous like this. Does not mean that's what Annie did. I am just going that lane of Doris, one of the actresses that claimed Annie and Pero. They are doing jazz towards this guy. Hence the reason why his career too is down. His life make no sense. He's a ghost of himself equally. Go and look at him. The guy is a fine guy now. But he's not also happy. He's not himself. What is the problem? Let's read something. Let's read something. This may be true. This may be a lie. Because it is from the side of Tubaba's brother that said all these things. And we already then. But there are some things that we agree to there. As a critical thinker in a marriage, there are some things I'll say, generally speaking, you can see that this is most likely true. This relationship has been toxic for a while. That was what the brother said then. In fact, he wrote it out. This was posted by Two-Face brother some time ago. Many of you, did you follow it up then? Maybe you didn't, but you know, me, I like Annie. So that time she had the meltdown, I was interested in the matter. So you know, this kind of thing, I talk on it. So of course I will know where to find such things. Two-Face Idibia's brother, Charlie Brave, has poured out his mind, revealing shocking things. He claims Annie lacks respect for her husband or any members of his family, his friends or his staffs. You see, these things are things that you can generally know if it is true or not. Do you understand? Definitely we know that some of these things maybe lack respect, because many of those at that time, Tubaba obviously is the type that messes around, has many children here and there. He can just decide, he will say he has a concert and he will leave the home. Obviously, the lady will be thinking you are in America, you are with Pero, you are here, you are speaking to Pero's children. You understand? So, and the people around him, most of those time, or that time, she obviously wouldn't. The network acting up. Are we back? Are we back? Please, the network is acting up. Please, Facebook people, can you please press, can you tap? Please tap. Please tap. So let's continue. He claims Annie lacks respect for her husband or any members of his family, his friends or his staff. You publicly humiliate him every chance you get, from pouring him food at my wedding to throwing a bottle of Hennessy at him at my workplace, or shouting at him at the top of your lungs in front of his celebrity friends or acquaintances. Over the years, and you can notice that a lot of people have nasty things to say about Annie. But you know, we, women supporting women, and all of us are fixated singularly on Tubaba is messing around. Tubaba is infidelity in marriage. Tubaba is stressing Annie. I can bet that is the only thing that we as women have fixated on. But those in the industry have noticed that many of them dislike Annie Do you understand? I have noticed that. They say she's rude, her mannerism of talking, blah, blah. In fact, some of us then try to look for excuses, because I have done talks and I've said, oh, it could be that she's on drugs, and due to the fact that all what she's going through, her in-laws don't like her and everything, that is why she's doing that. Obviously, she wouldn't like her husband's staff, because she knows that they see everything he does and nobody is telling her anything. Do you get it? Her husband's family, obviously, she knows that they are also close to Pero. Another baby mamas. There's another one soon, but she's married. That lady is married. She's pretty like this. She's married to a pastor. She has 2 boys for 2 baba. And of course, she's seeing all these things with her koro eyes. So, you see, so we are looking at that. That is what we are looking at. We, women supporting women. That is our own this thing. We are not looking at the part that Sheoniwa, aside that, has, you can't be too affected by all these things to an extent that you will now become an animal towards the people around you. And they will be saying that you are bad. And we, outsiders, are we that are not there, we have never even sat down on the right table. The people around you are complaining. But when this guy came out then, we all said, like me, what do you expect an in-law to say? But we are all in marriages too now. We are all in marriages too. Listen to what this guy has to say. And then we should all go and sit down and think to ourselves, is there a way, is it us that are not being reasonable? I know that in-laws can be terrible. I have talked on in-lawship a lot of times when I was doing real talk. But I can tell you one thing. Sometimes we women too, we do too much. When they say Oko buruku, Yabo buruku is a terrible husband or wife, is okay. Oh. In-law, I've said it, 2 things can ruin your marriage. The foremost one in marriage, before your husband or your wife, your in-laws, they can ruin your marriage. Your in-laws, they can ruin your marriage. Secondary is then third parties. If you are married and you have been able to overcome the power and the indulgence and the involvement of in-laws in your marriage, then third party, then you have reached a particular stage in marriage. And can I shock you? That can take you 10, 15 years before you, in fact, when they say veteran is 20 years, it can take you 20 years journey before you'll be able to say, because by then you would have fought with your in-laws. You would have seen a bit more. They would have seen your alebu. Before you now start saying, my husband is not good, my wife is not good. You need to, first and foremost, win the battle of in-law and third party in your marriage. Then when you now talk about husband, is a part of responsibility, finances. That's when, and that's another battle. Because you marry, there are some men that don't want to do anything responsible. They are not responsible. They just want to be ceremonial head. That's another story. But in Tu Baba's case, we can tell that Tu Baba is capable. Luxurious cars, he has the money. Then, the problem he had is infidelity in marriage. And Annie wasn't sure of everyone around them. She wanted to be sure. And so we were looking for excuses for her. And the guy said one thing. He said, you publicly humiliated him every chance you get, from pouring him food at my wedding to throwing a bottle of Hennessy at him at my workplace, or shouting at him at the top of your lungs in front of his celebrity friends or acquaintances. Fights at the airport, just to mention a few, over matters that could have been addressed privately. Or is it you asking your mates to lock the doors and send the keys to you in South Africa, even though you knew your mother-in-law was in the house visiting her son and grandkids from Abuja, and out of respect for herself, she came to stay at my house? That is, she left she didn't stay in Tubabasa, she came to stay at my house. That is the boy, Charlie Brave. What was her crime? Definitely because that woman would have, of course, you know, our mother-in-laws, they know their sons, children. Of course, she would have personal vendetta against that woman. You see, let me tell you the truth. I've said it before when I was doing case of marriage. If you think your mother-in-law loves you more than their child, you are lying. You let the fight really begin, Gogo. Maybe you call police, you want to do some things that are, let the real fight believe. You will see how you will know that there's no mother-in-law that loves you more than their child. No matter how your mother-in-law loves you as a woman, she loves her son more. So if the son confides in her and she has children and that he has kids and she chose to meet those kids or know those kids, it's because she loves her son more than you, the wife. It's either they keep it secret from you, and if she's a mother that really has conscience, or she's not also scared, they will decide to tell you. And if she's scared, they may not tell you. You go find out yourself, say, your mother-in-law self know all these children. Until you sit with other women in marriages, you will know that you are not alone, Annie. You are not alone. In-laws will show you. You too. Your own actions too. You have shown them. But there's a time in everything that a time will come you need to soft pedal. Because let me tell you one thing, especially mother-in-laws. If your mother-in-law don't like you, I don't know how you will last in that household. I don't know. Some last, but not many. It is better you pray about it seriously. So the boy said, for herself, she came to stay at my home. What was her crime? Or is it you attacking my wife? Yeah. Barely 3 weeks after we lost our baby, just because she wouldn't join your never-ending war with baby mamas and enemies that you create from thin air. Just because you said yes and they said no. Are you getting it now? You are quick to shout and mention 7 kids and your husband being sucked dry. So we are all aware that he has 7 children outside the 2 she has. Are you people aware? So you are quick to shout and mention 7 kids and your husband being sucked dry. But you filled your household up with 4 mates, 2 PAs, and a live-in mom because her mom lives with, you know, remember, a living cousin and a brother at the annex, which is her blood brother, you remember. All this we are aware of, okay. All to take care of your 2 daughters. The other kids are far away, but somehow it's singular me who visits once in a blue moon from my house in Festac. That is the problem. Which in-laws haven't been giving you space in your house? Which in-laws haven't been giving you space in your house? Please tell me. You think when I sit to chat with Ino, that's his nick, the name he calls Tubaba. You think when I sit to chat with Ino, which we rarely do, it will always be to talk about money? That is all you think we share as brothers because I'm not a millionaire? You don't ever visit. You don't call or pick up your calls. You reply text messages only when it benefits you. I am the one who shows up with gifts on birthdays and holidays. Tell me, Annie, have you ever sent a single good wish card to your only in-law in Lagos? He is the only in-law that lives in Lagos with them. In bad health or in good times? Okay, let me continue. Sorry. I hope people are understanding me. Please, can you type so that I can see that you are here? I'm not talking to myself. Can you please type? So this was what he wrote out then when Annie had a meltdown and had talks also before. He also had a video chat, if people remember, a live chat, and people were still angry towards this guy. They said he had a lot to say. He had a lot today. For a man, he should have kept quiet. It's not, they don't like Annie. They want to buy Annie. You know, if not that we know that it's not Annie that has the money. You understand? Assuming we know if it was Annie that has the money, we would have done more. With everything, you know, even though, to be sincere, all those things about Annie being with the brother in the house, Annie's mother living with Annie, and it's all true. Those ones are true. The housemaid one is what I don't know, if they are 4 really. I don't know. I don't know about housemaid being 4. I don't know. But mother being with Annie, yes. The brother living with Annie in the annex, true. All that time too, even the brother too spoke at one point. And the mother, they showed us the mother. But and the guy insulted the mother self, as in, not by saying, Ori, yo, mama, your head not correct. No, by saying that they are the ones chopping his brother's money now. How can you allow only your family to live in the house? His family are not in any way in that home, which is true. And he is the only one out of two Baba's mama lives in Abuja. He is the only one out of two Baba's family that lives in Lagos State. Which at that point, it was all true. So there are some things that he said that is true. But all those other ones, you threw bottle at my party, we were not there. You know, so we don't know. We don't know all those other parts. But it's due to what celebrities like them said about Annie that I'm able to think, could it be true? All this, because all of them always say she fights everybody. She's, you know, she's rude, she's bad, she's girl, she doesn't know how to talk, she's blah, blah. So I'm thinking, could it be true? Do you understand? Because others has also said they are bashing her for this reason. Do you understand? Fighting everybody, doing that. So, in continuation, then he continued by saying, oh, after saying that no, she doesn't return visits, she doesn't pick calls, except it suits her or for her own. He said, Oh, you are a celebrity. You are busy and always tired. I should understand, right? All your love is seen only on Instagram, all for the photo. Are you getting it? The good wife who accommodates despite all. So, what you know what she is trying to say there is like, Annie just shows us that she's a good woman on gram, but behind camera, it wasn't so. Some people believed him, then when some people lashed at him, hey, and that's how we behave. We do not give all these people a chance. Especially many of us, many people that have in-law issue, you understand, at one point or the other. So people are, some women will not, they don't even want to hear his own side of anything. They just think that two Baba did not talk. Everything this guy said, he probably spoke to him behind camera. All two Baba did then was to update that everybody can go. We should thank you. They will settle their matter behind camera. He didn't say anything, if you all remember. And we have been managing their matter like that until lately again. And next thing we heard is opting out. And you can tell that he is the one opting out of the marriage. Not Annie. Not Annie. I bet they are trying to help them resolve the matter. That I'll get there. I see AY doing solidarity and everything. AY matter on. No? AY is using his own to abuse people. Then they are using the matter to do content until somebody buy himself before people will realize. People can't stop talking. Let me tell you, the day you sign to be a celebrity, you have signed your life out. The same sweetness you enjoy from the people watching you and enjoy, hey, why you the comedian, and you make money. These same people watching you pay to enter to come and watch you with 1 million. That is the same way. If you mess, the mess smell. Hell, AY don't mess. Oh, hell. The same way you, AY, you will stay on your pepe. There was one time now you use Davido Willy, you take and do comedy now. You know how many thousands of people that were there? Is it not content? And you were now apologizing the name. That is it. Davido signed. Davido didn't even take it as anything. Now only you, they apologize. Because some people that are Davido's fan went finding it funny. That is when you said Davido's Willy, as small as he boom. Do you understand? So the day you become celebrity and the same people watching you, now there, when your heads, you put wig, you know, arrange and wear. Hey, you know, arrange and wear, no, it's celebrity world. It is celebrity world. That's why you see some of you celebrities, they try their best, like Funke Akindele and Co. All of them, some of them don't even, because of fans and followers, they don't even allow you know their children. They don't allow, not because you buy their children, because they want their children to have a life. Can you remember during Michael Jackson's lifetime, he will cover his children's face, he will wear masks for them, so that they can have a life. If not, if they go everybody, hey, Michael Jackson's daughter, the person is going like this, who will be doing video. Whiskey that Ake won the ultimate that is a celebrity. When Whiskey went to see their daddy, did you see how they carry camera? When Ayefele were there, they didn't carry video. They know he's a celebrity. They were happy they greeted him. But when Whiskey came, Gen Z word now, they were doing like this, all of them. They were, even the smallest chicken that was there, they were doing video. You have signed for all of us will become automatically online in-laws. Out of those online in-laws, the one that will care for you genuinely will be there. The one that will hate you will be there. The one that will be in between will be there. The one that will be talking about you will be there. The one that, there's nothing you can do. If you are not interested in them talking about you, then stop being a celebrity. Everything you are doing, drop it. Go and look for a job. Go and do something else. You like have a job and you are seeing the scenario of celebrity doing things like being a socialite, anything. You are a celebrity. You do, we talk. People must talk. Even we that are not celebrity, people that are not celebrity, they still talk about talkers of celebrity, that their life is open for us. That's what we call celebrity world. So all those songs you are writing, people should not talk, people should not do content, it's a lie. They will do what is making you people to be angry. See, Ganu, everybody is doing content with it. Before you know it now, record will come out. The day Bola Tinubu, our president, he fell in it. They turned it to they turned it. He fell, an elderly man, an old man that were supposed to be having, they turned it to celebrity joke. We are laughing. So forget it. If you don't want it again, just relocate. Just carry your bag and just resign and say you don't want to be AY comedy again and go to Brazil or go to Jamaica and go and be staying there. There's nothing we can do about it. That is celebrity. You go to America, all those places, you will see them. People, the analysts, even sometimes you will see BBC, like all of them, they talk about it. Donald Trump, like this, is always on CNN. They're always blogging him. They will blog him. There's nothing you can do. When I went to America, I went to Washington, D.C. to go and see White House. So when I went there, that was the period that Donald Trump, I don't know what happened, and I think, with all the problems that is ongoing, I saw what they built there. They built something like a balloon, then they like a water fountain. They put one small willy. The willy was coming out with water. Trump. And it was in Washington. I saw it. Not in Washington, not in front of the White House. So where we parked, they just built something like you will know it's Trump, and it was there in Washington. And I'm thinking, hey, Tinubu, they blog guy every day. The man said, I don't go to watch anything on the social media. When my children show me, I tell them I don't want to work. I don't want to have blood pressure. It's everywhere. Obasanjo, during his whole time, will come at you, abusing you, abuse you back. He will send you to your mother. You abuse him, he will send you to your mother. You blog me, I blog you, no fishy. Oh. No, that's your write-up. You not enter. You not enter at all. Forget it. That's the problem about being a celebrity. If you people have chosen that line, you will have lovers, you will have haters, you will have people that will talk good about you. It's all about you people. You are the celebrities. So he continued by saying, please, okay, all your love is seen only on Instagram. All for the photo shoot, Photoshop. The good wife who accommodates despite all. Because deep down in your heart, you have marked me for war, and I am a member of your tribe of enemies. You have created in your mind, and thou shalt never be loved. Please, where are the in-laws who are trying to destroy your marriage? Funny enough, the in-laws accepted you wholeheartedly for the sake of their son and tried to grow in love and harmony with you. But you never saw it because you were already blinded by pre-installed hate. You should know better. You see, I am not saying this is true. This is his own perspective and his own explanation. You understand? I guess he did not know we will bring this out again to talk about it. You understand? Yeah. It's just the same way some women, when they are about to marry, maybe because of what they've seen in their own mother's marriage, you know, their parents married, how their mother-in-law treated their dad's mom, their grandmother treated their mom. So some people, you will hear stuff like they do not want their mother, any man they want to marry, they make a mama don't die. Please, me, nobody should pray like that for me. That's why I never pray that prayer. Because me, you see, it doesn't mean that I didn't see my mom go through some things. You understand, with my dad. Do you get it? Yeah, I mean, with my aunties and my you know, but to say the truth, that just still make me think that, oh, when I want to marry, I shouldn't meet my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law should buy. So what he meant by pre-installed hate in you is that sometimes we carry from what we think is happening or what we see that is happening. We just have this, no, I don't want to meet my my mother-in-law alive or my sister-in-law. I don't want, you know, I just want my husband, me and my husband alone. It's not a work like that. So it's already 10:37. Can we continue this tomorrow? I have to go to bed. I just saw that the time is 10:37. We'll continue tomorrow. Because if I continue now, I don't know when I'll finish. So, and I've not finished reading. We'll continue it tomorrow, please. I have to wake up early. Okay, it's kind of very late now. I didn't know. And I started on time. I started 8. So it's already 2 hours, 30 minutes. So if you don't mind, please, can we continue this tomorrow? Please, can we continue tomorrow? I will read, then we can critically analyze. Please come tomorrow, because a lot of things about Annie, many of we women, wives, we are going through the same, but we have a different pain. Or we don't take drugs, but other things are, you know, emotional depression, mental illness, and like that. I just think I can talk about this with us, but the time is now late. It's 2:11. I have to go to bed now. Yeah. So God help us, Asunji. We'll sleep, wake up tomorrow well, and we'll meet tomorrow evening by the grace of God. I love you all. Take it easy. Take care of your mental state as well. All right. Bye bye, YouTube. Love you. Love you, YouTube. Love you, people, so much. God bless you all. Bye for now. Okay. Okay, bye Facebook. Good night Faith Lawa. Good night Eunice. Good night 8 p.m. for part 2 years. Good night Joy Elroy. Good night Folashade Folari. Good night Mr. Muiwafo. Good night everybody. I love you all. Good night everybody. Much love. Okay, God bless you. No, you have to continue now and not tomorrow, because it's just it's time. No, sir, don't be angry. Hey, tell America, enjoy it. It's already 2:11, sir. With due respect, sir, don't be angry, sir. I'm so sorry. Emma bin, how they see my sweetheart, Asunji, Layo, Sister Debbie, good night, sir. Don't be angry. Bye, love you all. Bye.